Now this is a testing facility and it's not really open to the public, but I thought it would be a great place to show you all of the options that there are when covering your windows and doors during a hurricane. And to do that, we're actually going to use this right here. This is actually a cannon that will fire a 2x4 at all of those options and show you how they hold up. It will fire a 2x4 at 34 miles an hour at a window or door.
Wow, a cannon, Tommy? And why 34 miles an hour?
Well, 34 miles an hour, even though the winds of a hurricane may exceed 100 miles an hour, that's the speed that an object is picked up and thrown through the air, like a trash barrel or a tree limb, or in this case, a 2x4, pick it up and throw it through the air at those doors and windows at 34 miles an hour. Now, in most cases, you see people boarding up their windows and doors using plywood. Now, it's important that the plywood is cut to fit the opening, and the building code says that that plywood has to be a minimum of 5/8 of an inch thick. Now, that 5/8 of an inch thick plywood is $30 a sheet. Now, as a homeowner, you may go to the lumberyard or home center and say, well, gee, I can get a sheet of 1/2 inch OSB. It's $10 a sheet and save some money.
Well, that's what I want to do. I want to save a few bucks.
Well, okay, cheapskate, let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. You can see the cannon is aimed at the OSB. You can see the red laser. That's where it's going to hit it. Wow! That 2x4 went right through the OSB and through the window. Looks like you're going to have to get a new window.
Wow, I didn't save any money there.
You sure didn't. Let's see what happens with the 5/8 plywood now. Oh, the plywood did its job, and the 2x4 bounced right off of it, and the window is still in good shape behind it.
That's remarkable how the plywood held up better than the OSB.
Well, the plywood is much stronger, and let me show you. The plywood is actually different laminates, and the laminates run in different angles. There's long strands that run this way, another one that runs this way, and so on down the line. And that's what gives it a lot of strength, along with the thickness. Now, OSB, or oriented strand board, are actually small pieces of wood that are actually glued and put together, and it's not strong enough to withstand that force.